Hello everyone, Silvaria here, and so Knight got a 1451 today, and I am here to analyze the run, and maybe give some pointers. Oh yeah. Knight's running 8 instances, and they're almost at 200k. Like, a couple races away. So they're doing mapless, they're going the general direction, and they found the chunk
Okay, but that vine is
insanely quickly.
So, never mind. Anymore.
This is a 15-second map loss,
No.
which is really good, even for me.
If you do, then I will spam swingers.
So, they did not need to place that down that sand that lost like a second.
Also, I didn't hit the 99.
That they could have been spending moving.
1-9? No way.
So the crafting's pretty clean. That's expected from SSG. Oh, messing up that craft. Crafting a diamond sword, that's rather unnecessary. The crafting shears, I'd say, is definitely a good play from them. Because that gets them blocks, and a lot of something that happens quite a bit is runners just lose time to grab blocks. Knight didn't need to absolutely force out getting that many blocks though. That was just unnecessary. 104 island, oh no, 104 island leave off of a 15-second map loss. That's not great for the island split, but it's fine. There's kelp close by.
Slower than last
time. And sorry. And it doesn't lead to a real ravine.
No, I cannot do a zero circular. I only have 4.
So Knight just has to look around and hope that there is a ravine nearby.
Yeah.
There's a bit of light in that ravine, which could potentially lead to lava.
I learned it for like Succeed 4 best.
Or it could just be weird lighting.
Nobody ever played Succeed.
Sorry, I don't know the game. I swear. At least for non-speed.
Then that's only one tower, though, right?
I'm sure one of these ravines.
I mean, I know the other ones.
That ravine, I think, is... There's no magma, so... Or at least as far as I can see. Okay, those are actually pretty decent floors. Oh no, there is magma, I'm just blind.
Building to different heights.
Wait.
So...
Yeah, there's... Oh wait, no, there's stone there, never mind. I was about to criticize Knight for not doing 2x1. So there's that kind of 2x1, and let's go back a bit.
Building to different heights.
There's this 2x1, and this is literally perfect. Like, use that, yes. Just put wood in your blocks. But Knight is gonna waste, like, around 5 seconds going to this ravine, and then loses, like, a second or two to doing L shape. And this is a kind of a slow L shape that they decided to build. Got cobble, unlucky cobble generation.
Just building up to a different height.
And this is a 230 enter with an instant spike, so...
Yes.
They don't know play this out. Okay. Yeah, it spawns right next to a bastion, so...
That a geometry dash?
And it's bridge.
What?
Bridge is, in my opinion, the worst bastion they could have gotten. Because bridge is slow, you don't get pigs a lot of the time. And yeah, 258 bastion. The one redeeming thing with this route is that there is a lot of gold blocks. So Knight just organized their inventory. That is a time loss. Like, you can overlap that to that organization later. Like, you don't need your inventory to be super organized. You can just, or you can just mess around with your offhand and get gold blocks in the spot you want, or pick block. Like, Knight didn't even need to go to inventory for that. So Knight checks pie chart, and there's a lot of pigs. Like, there's more pigs than normal for bridge.
This is just what happens when I'm not playing SSG.
So
it happened to me twice while I was sea finding for Pop World.
Knight just has to lure these pigs. This is one of the annoying things about bridge. Luring pigs to the hole. To your trading hole.
Just chicken luck.
Okay. That was a misplay. That's just straight up a misplay. What Knight should have done instead of trying to get that piglin up to the hole, they should have started pyroing for the fort, because it's just better overlap. So they have a bunch of armor, which isn't really useful, but so they know there's a fort in 20. And yeah,
Like,
after checking, they have confirmed it is 20.
Because it's happened so many times before.
Okay, why do they... Okay, they go back, kind of. So they don't raise up Artie, which loses a couple seconds. Wait. Where? Okay, so there's a very tiny spike, but Knight sees it. And I just didn't. So they do the correct play in Pearl Hanger. I'd say at this point, yeah, they're doing the correct play of just throwing out stuff they don't need. They should have thrown out the leather, because you never use leather. I would say, from the amount of obby they got from chests and trades, they don't really need to go to those chests. It's fine, though. It doesn't lose them too much time. They also made a misplay with looting string, which costs like 2 to 3 seconds. They should not have flashed fire as there or 8 there. Like, definitely the correct play was to overlap that with, like, the Pearl landing. Yeah, they have more than 20. At this point, they just go. Like, at this point, the correct play is just go. They have 4 explosives. May not. Yeah, they should... Okay, they lost, like, at least 10-20 seconds, I think, so far, to just not overlapping correctly. Like, they spend quite a bit of time, like, organizing inventory. They also are... They, like, wait a second or two to throw pearls, which is also a misplay, like... The correct play is just, like, go on pearls, like, just keep pearling. Like, don't worry about the exact location of pearl. So at this point, I may not see for it, but, Knight, yeah, I see for it now. Oh, that was not the correct play. That was just straight up not the correct play. So, there's this terrain up top. That is not that hard of a pearl to throw. Throw a pearl up there, and then throw a pearl for it. Not what Knight did, which is throw it to Ruin Portal, and now they have to pillar up. Like, they could have had a 634 had they just thrown correct pearling. Honestly, they should have just thrown a pearl. They should have just thrown a pearl to, like, a tree or something.
You're not.
So, pillaring up to this fort loses them a lot of time.
Bad taste, but you got a PB anyway, because your PB sucks.
Like, yeah.
Okay, let's see this professional run from nightilis. Why you... No, use your gravel. You have like 4 stacks.
Remington.
Okay, I definitely think Knight shouldn't have listened to the backseat, because, like, you're fine on soul sand. You're honestly fine pulling up with the soul sand.
Sometimes where the skeletons just
so,
hit you from this
a 634 or something was turned into a low 7, just because Knight didn't do correct pearling, so that lost, like, 40 seconds right there. So Knight, it's 1 for 1. 5RD is the correct play, like, always. So, worrying about whether skeleton was correct. I don't know why Knight lowered RD. I don't think they know dynamic, and I don't know dynamic.
I don't think
so, 3 for 4.
Yeah. Alright, not bad.
4...
It's decent. It's okay.
4 for 5, I think. 4 for 6. 4
make
for
sure you're
7.
eating, for full health and...
I honestly don't think they needed to eat there. They did not need to eat there.
Honestly,
Throwing out axe, that lost them like a second.
Oh, you have a diamond sword. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, this is an 8 flat blind.
And then if you want, just remember to refire us in the portal when coming back.
So they got caved here, which loses them...
Is it deep ocean?
Oh, that's not good. They blind in a cave, in like a water cave.
Yeah.
Like right above.
Up and get the water. Nice.
That loses 10 seconds to their already horrible situation.
Okay.
They have a diamond sword and they're not using
You
it.
have
It's like,
soul send
why?
out already. If you want, you can send one eye. At like the bottom of the ocean, and then just go down
Love this.
instantly for pace instead of going up on your boat.
Okay.
Alright, that works.
So there's not much to mess up on Calc, and especially with Night, like, there's not really anything to mess up. Like, they don't pause, so they're not gonna get retimed at all,
100%
really.
sense. Yep.
Yeah, but with like 4 million DPI, but whatever. You're going
It's like
very
it's
far.
1500. I mean, I use.
So this is pretty good accuracy. Considering they don't pause at all for Calc.
Remember to refire res. And eat in the portal, because you'll be in two Hunger Bars. Did they both break, bruh?
So Night.
I think they
I'm just gonna praise Night for a second on not grabbing the eyes. So they have 5 already, so they don't need at all to get those 2 eyes, especially for like high roll. Like, they don't need to get those 2 eyes.
Back in the portal.
Yeah, so be on
So that
refires and refood.
Okay. So Darby definitely gives them the correct advice. They go back to 5.
Hey, Blazers, how convenient.
There you go, Blazers.
So Knight considers deliberates pearling, and I'd say definitely just one thing overall in this run that Knight needs to work on is just be less hesitant.
Oh my god, that's so many.
Knight is also heavily rewarded for this high roll. Because they get their raws, they have to kill like 2 extra Blazers, maybe loses 5 seconds at most, but
Go.
it's not that bad time loss, and it would lose more time to get the eyes.
Negative 70, good.
Okay.
Just run a little bit, eat now,
Wow,
and
this is a run.
do a large
Well
bow.
I say pearl, so definitely something that Knight just doesn't do well is overlapping what to do once they throw pearls. Like, they should eat while the pearl is being thrown instead of eating before throwing the pearl. Right, this is played correctly.
Okay, nice.
Going out to the course. It loses a bit of time, but it's not that much. It doesn't lose enough time really to. So Knight checks, which I don't think is the correct play. Like, that loses them a second.
Let them focus.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you this.
1044 Stronghold. That's their eyes by PB by I think a minute or something. So they take like a second to change their pie.
That's right.
Okay, so they instantly get their preemptive value. They did not need to loot the apple.
Honestly,
they
eat now.
didn't.
You don't need one more apple.
It's understandable why they grab food, because why not?
Go back. It's probably middle and then right.
So, Knight kind of got screwed on this
Or you
preemptive.
can
Just straight up.
refire
They got
it.
screwed on the preemptive.
Middle right. Okay.
Because it was literally pointing in that direction, and it just did not take them to that direction. They saw the portal room at, like, the corner of their eye, so
Okay, just
it's
then
pretty
follow them.
easy.
You-
One eye. Knight just doesn't have explosives, which I think they realized about when they enter the end, so they're just like, no.
Okay, nice. 11.
This is, I think, it's 1/8. Yeah. It's 1/8, which is kind of bad. It's not good. And I don't think Knight is very confident in doing 1/8. So, yeah. Knight kind of fumbles crafting, though it's not that big of a deal, because, like, you're waiting for the dragon to perch, you can't really lose time minus the perch.
Check if it's going.
So at this point, they have to wait for the perch, and this is the biggest time loss in the run that is just non-avoidable. Like, they had they had quite a lot of time loss from RNG, and they also had quite a lot of time loss from
There you go.
just making bad decisions in the run.
It's not stop 13.
So that is the dragon basically just screws around with them for like 2 minutes or something, and just basically screws them out of like sub 13 and PB. They couldn't even get PB. This is the second ender they've gotten on PB base where they haven't gotten it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And Knight actually does a
Spam
pretty
swing
clean
it,
one
please.
cycle. This was definitely not 3+1 winnable, and they definitely knew that. I'm just talking to Smart.
Wait, chicken, stop spamming.
Come on, that should have been it! That should have been sub me! So, 1451, I'm gonna say, Knight, definitely you need to work on your decision making. Like, you need to be quicker with decision making. That is the big thing. And you also need to get better at reading terrain. Because, especially with that Pearl the Fort, you could have saved 40 seconds right there. Just on making a better decision. Doing a better Pearl. Yeah, that's it for this analysis. Yeah.